Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're getting into a wild home repair story. I mean, it literally starts with a bang. And it ends with a really important lesson about home warranties, what they actually cover. So let's just jump right in with a question that I think every homeowner has nightmares about. You know the feeling, right? You decide to do one simple fix, one little upgrade, and then boom. It's like your entire house conspires to fall apart all at once. Well, this is the perfect and, yeah, pretty painful example of that exact scenario. Okay, so picture this. It all started with something super routine. Just a 10-year maintenance track on a whole house water filter. You know, the plumbers come in, do their thing, replace some parts, everything seems fine. Then they turn the water back on. And that's the exact moment everything went completely off the rails. So you got all this air suddenly rushing back into the pipes, right? And it creates this loud, explosive rumbling sound that literally shakes the house. And then, in the main bathroom, there was this one toilet. It was already kind of finicky, and it just gives up. It becomes the very first domino in what turned out to be a very extensive chain reaction. And wow, this really shows just how fast things can spiral out of control. So the toilet thing, that happened on day one. But then, get this. In less than 2 months, the kitchen faucet just freezes up. Both garbage disposals die like days apart. And to top it all off, the refrigerator circuit breaker just trips and dies. It was a total appliance apocalypse. So the plumber comes back and basically delivers the bad news. He's like, look, this isn't just a string of bad luck. Turns out about 10 years of Austin's super hard water had been silently building up calcium, just eating away at all the rubber parts and little internal mechanisms. That filtration system upgrade, that was just the final straw that broke the camel's back for everything else. Okay, so you're facing this mountain of repair bills. A home warranty suddenly sounds like a total lifesaver, right? And in this particular story, there was one specific feature in the policy that turned out to be an absolute game changer, especially with the timing of everything. And here's what's so interesting. This one little clause, the one that lets you choose your own contractor, that's not standard on most policies. But man, in this situation, it made all the difference. See, instead of being stuck waiting for whoever the warranty company decided to send, the homeowner could just pick up the phone and call their own plumber, someone they already knew and trusted. And that little detail was absolutely crucial. Why? Because a massive ice storm was literally on its way. Trying to get a plumber out during that? Forget it. Impossible. If they hadn't been able to choose their own person, they could have been looking at a week, maybe more, without a working toilet. That turns a big mess into an absolute disaster. All right, but now we get to the twist. The refrigerator repair, this is where we really start to see the huge misunderstanding most of us have about home warranties. The toilet situation, that was like the best case scenario. The fridge, on the other hand, well, that revealed the cold, hard truth. So the fridge's circuit breaker goes out. The homeowner does everything right, calls a certified tech, the warranty company says, yep, we'll approve the repair, but, and this is a big but, the policy only paid out a flat $500. Didn't matter what the actual repair cost was, just a flat $500. And this gets to the heart of the matter. This is the big myth versus the reality. The myth is, oh, if my appliance breaks, the warranty company will just buy me a new one. But the reality? It's not insurance. It's a service contract, and it's designed to help you manage costs, not get rid of them entirely. And you really got to pay attention to the phrase depreciated value. Let's say your 10-year-old washing machine finally bites the dust. It can't be fixed. The warranty company might only give you its value after a decade of wear and tear. You might be looking at something as low as $50 to put towards a brand new machine. $50! That's it! So you're probably wondering, why is there such a huge gap between what we think we're getting and what we actually get? Well, to figure that out, you have to ignore all the flashy marketing and go straight to the source, the fine print. And look, it's right there in the definition. The key words are staring us in the face. It's a service contract. That's totally different from an insurance policy. And it always comes with limits and exclusions. And that list of things they don't cover, oh, it can be a mile long. Had a problem before you got the warranty? That's a pre-existing condition, not covered. Was it installed wrong years ago? Not covered. You can't even find the model and serial number sticker? Yep, they can deny your claim for that too. And here's the other kicker. Even when a repair is technically covered, you can still end up paying for a ton of other stuff. Let's say you need a new water heater. great. But what if putting it in means you have to upgrade your venting to meet today's building codes? That's on you. Need permits? You pay. Have to cut open a wall? You pay for the repair. Getting rid of the old appliance? That's your bill too. Oh, and this one is huge. If they do agree to replace something, guess who decides what a comparable model is? They do, not you. So that fancy, quiet dishwasher you loved, their idea of comparable might be the loudest, most basic model on the market. They're just not the same thing. Okay, so we've been through an exploding toilet, a full-on appliance meltdown, and a deep dive into all that legal fine print. So what's the real bottom line here? Are these things actually worth it? Here it is. This is the #1 thing you need to remember. A home warranty reduces your costs, but it absolutely does not eliminate them. Think of it like a budgeting tool, not a get-out-of-jail-free card. It's there to put a cap on how much you might spend, but it's not going to make the bill disappear. Yeah, if you go into this thinking you're getting something repaired for free, you are just setting yourself up for a really bad surprise. It's all about cost reduction. And that's why knowing exactly what's in your specific policy, what's covered and what's not, is so, so important. So this all leads us to the final really important question you have to ask yourself. Knowing what you know now, that these are cost reduction tools, not magic wands, what's the smarter move for you? Is it paying that annual premium for a service contract? Or would you be better off just taking that same amount of money and putting it away every month into your very own home repair fund? Honestly, there's no single right answer. It really just comes down to your own finances and how much risk you're comfortable with.